Howdy y'all, it's Gabo back again, and I am going to try and turn this here Stanley mug into this work of art that I think is the coolest thing. My wife drew every one of these up and kind of made it her own little artwork piece. So we got to draw some more, and we're going to fill in all the little gaps that you kind of see eventually. But here's how I did it. Alright, so I'll pull this back so I can just pull out the honeycomb here. Just like so. The rotary goes right down in there. And you bring this over, unhook this puppy right here, and that's where your rotary clicks in. Alright, you got your Stanley here, and you are going to need an Allen key. And I believe this is size 9/64 is the size you want. And then on these new Stanleys, you got 2 Allen key screws, one right there, holding the handle on. Make it easy to engrave it when you take these off. So let's pull them out. Then the handle literally just slides off. That's all you got left. It's just the 2 tabs right here that you got to watch out for with your laser head. And then you can set the handle to the side. Don't lose the screws. And then we will undo the cap here. Alright, now all I got to do is peel off the label. Okay, voila. You got your Stanley. Now it's time to hook it up in the laser. The Stanley comes in. Set it right in there. I like to set it up so the end of the chuck on each of these lines up perfect with the end of the cup. Alright, I had to do a little adjusting, and it spins freely and the tabs do not hit the bottom of this. So we're good to go. Bring it on over. You want to set the height. I'm going to set the height on this guy. Right in the center. Okay, I don't have a system yet on centering the actual machine with the rotary. So every time I set it up, I just have to run it down with the laser on like that. And I just have to make sure that it lines up in the center on both ends. Alrighty, jumping over into Lightburn here. I've got my strawberries that I want to engrave those into the cup. I'm going to put the width right now at 1.5. It's going to make them a little bigger. And then doing the cups, you have to rotate it by 90 degrees. It's now 1.5. When you're looking at the cup, that'll be the width, but in this case, it's the height when it's entered in. Over here, I wanted to show you guys my settings. If I click on this, for the cream color Stanley, the speed is 60 millimeters a second with the power at 46. And down here, this is pretty important. I've messed around a lot. For whatever reason, 540.43 lines per inch works out really well. It can get phenomenal results. I will be running the air assist, and I'm going to kind of show you guys how I check to make sure all of this doesn't get distorted, length or height. If you come up here to laser tools and you go to rotary setup, we are going to be on the chuck, and then here you can enable the rotary. If you haven't, down here in the laser section, I'll show you in a second, you can enable it as well there. 128 right here is what I have had the best luck with, and the coolest part is you can test it right here. So let me run this test and let's make sure. I put a little dot on my cup. Alright, so there's our dot. We will run the laser right on top of it. It's perfect. And it's supposed to go all the way around, stop at the dot, and then come all the way back and stop again at the dot. If that does happen, you know that you've got the right millimeters per rotation, and none of your artwork will be distorted in any way. And then over here, the object diameter, I've measured these cups and they're at 3.94 for these 40-ounce Stanley cups. On Lightburn, I'm going to set it so that the top center is the middle, the engraving down here. And then I'm going to run a frame on this, and let's see how that looks. That was just a hair quick, so we're going to slow down the framing speed just a little. Let's try that one more time so we can really see it. Awesome. Let's start this thing. I'll pull this out, we'll wash it up, make sure it's perfect. Cool trick that I learned is the first thing I do is I use this LA is totally awesome. I got this off the Clack Shack YouTube channel. So he is a smart cookie when it comes to this laser engraving. So if you have any unanswered questions, you can talk to him as well or watch some of his videos. All right, the first thing I do, take your paper towel, use the LA is totally awesome. Give it a spray or two, and then you just wipe this down. It's black right now. And it'll kind of smear the black all over the place. I try to get it real good. See, it starts to get shiny right off the bat. If you've got your settings right, it's pretty shiny to begin with. It's got little dull pieces here and there. And then what you want is one of these magic eraser, white erasers. Get it nice and wet and go to town on it. Okay. After that, dry it off. And there you have it. Okay. Let's make some more cool designs. We have currently ran out of drawings that we've created, but for right now that is pretty cool. Clean it up and I'll show you the finished product. So here is right before cleaning it, and let's get to cleaning. Alrighty. For right now, we're gonna call that, and she's gonna be so pumped to see all these little creations. Alright, there it is.